500 kilos of trash per person per year. That's the European average. And the waste piles up every day. But one town in Italy is saying stop and showing us there's another way.
We're a family of 5, 3 kids, 2 adults. We produce about 3 bags of waste each year. That's around 30 kilos.
30 kilos a year? It might sound unbelievable, but in the Tuscan town of Capannori, families living almost waste-free is normal. Step by step, using a system that Martina lives by.
This is the bin for waste. Everything that can't be recycled ends up here. For example, these cotton pads I use at work. Unfortunately, these disposable rubber gloves are also waste. I also need those for my work.
The same principle extends to the furnishings. Nothing new, everything is reused. All part of becoming a zero-waste family.
The mattress, the bed frame, and this closet came from a house in town that was being renovated. They called us and asked us for help and gave us this wardrobe. It's from the 1920s. Giving things a second chance is a lovely idea, and it should be more than a theory. It should be a way of life.
Buongiorno, Martina.
Behind the Capannori revolution is Rossano Eccolini. Here, waste is regularly weighed and sampled. He's interested in what's left over. 86.5% of Capannori's waste is already being recycled, thanks to a door-to-door collection system. To him, trash isn't waste, it's a design flaw.
Zero waste means repair, reuse, analyse. The average citizen can recycle, but if something can't be recycled, the responsibility lies with the manufacturer. It's a design flaw. Products should be made to be recyclable or reusable, not tossed as trash.
His research centre studies waste. Any items that show up too often as waste ends up on a list, and the research centre contacts the manufacturer. Companies often respond, interested in working together to find recyclable alternatives. After all, if waste is a mistake, it can be fixed.
Here are 107 products that we can say are either easily recyclable, partly recyclable, or sensibly reusable. That's how it should be.
46,000 people live in Capannori. Each household sorts their garbage in different bags and places them by the front door. Waste collectors also check if they have been sorted properly. These warehouses at the edge of town show us what zero waste living looks like. The municipality has 6, right next to the recycling centre. Here, clothes, furniture and much more are given a second life, with the help of Annalisa Pacci from De Capo.
What looks like trash is actually a valuable resource. People donated items directly to us. Unfortunately, about 10% of it winds up in the landfill. The rest, though, 90%, gets a new life, either through free redistribution or the social thrift store.
What looks like a warehouse is a treasure trove for thrift store lovers. Items here get a second life, so do the staff. Currently, there are 30 employees working here. More than 100 families a year benefit directly from the project.
If they meet our criteria, people with low incomes can take what they need for free.
While there are social benefits, it's a concrete measure against climate change.
When I repair something, I don't need new raw materials for it, and there's no manufacturing pollution.
Rossano Ercolini has a clear vision of how to become almost completely waste-free. The next big plan? A facility that can even recycle diapers, with funding from Brussels. The goal here is to continue reducing the mountain of trash, and that's good for the wallet because less waste means lower costs.
Capannori has the lowest waste fees of any mid-sized municipality in Tuscany.
More than 300 cities in Europe are already following this example. Capannori might be the first, but it certainly won't be the last zero-waste city.